Hi, Todd Pouliot, Gateway Financial here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for the most up-to-date information. Feel free to visit us at mygatewaymoney.com to learn more about us. And today I've got a great checklist for you. This checklist covers 19 of the most important planning issues to identify and consider for updating your estate plan. Four basic areas we're going to cover today are beneficiary and fiduciary issues, asset and property related issues, minor and children related issues. So as we always do, I'm going to come over here and share my screen for you. And here we are. Beneficiary and fiduciary issues, obviously the primary area. Any individuals named as beneficiaries or fiduciaries passed away. So you may need to update that information. Any charitable organizations that should be added or removed as beneficiaries, primary or contingent. Any marriages or divorces that would impact your estate plan. Often we see that those are not updated after a divorce and possibly a second or third marriage, and the first spouse, the ex, ends up getting a lot of the assets when that should not be the case. So definitely want to make sure those are updated along with beneficiary designations of each individual account that you do own. Special needs are in consideration. Any births that would impact your estate plan. Any beneficiaries that you're trying to protect from a divorce. Typically that happens with substance abuse or gambling issues. Do you need to update any appointments for your powers of attorney? Remember, both your general and your healthcare power of attorney. Sometimes those are very different people. It may not be your spouse. You want to make sure that those are constantly reviewed, and update any intentions outlined in your living will. Assets related to property. Do you expect your state will exceed your unused federal estate gift tax exclusion amount? Now, obviously, this is updated for 2022, 12.06 million, or double that if you're married. Do you wish to make specific bequest of assets that were not made in the current estate plan? Again, these are all yes and no logic statements that you just need to check a box. And if there's a yes, that's something we do need to take action on. Have you bought or sold a second residence? Do you own homes, investment property, or tangible properties in 2 or more different states? Understanding each state's different rules is also important. Have there been any material changes to your assets, ownership, or valuation? So it could be a business ownership issue that you want to consider. Minors and children related issues. Have any of your children reached the age of 18? The age of majority in your state can also vary from 18. If they no longer have a guardian or a personal representative, big issues. Do you have any children under 18? Do you need to appoint or change the guardian and or trustees? My wife and I actually did that last year. It was very important that we reached out to the new guardian for our child. Do you have an adult child who has no spouse or child? Consider making a power of attorney around that and designating that to act on their behalf if they're unable to do so. And lastly, the other issues. Have there been any changes to state or federal law since your estate plan was last reviewed? Are there any digital assets that should be preserved? I had a client experience. We handed out several books to our clients at an evening with the author. And we spent a lot of time talking about digital assets. People no longer have libraries full of books. A lot of times their music and books that they hold are digital. And what happens to those assets after you pass along? How do you pass those assets along to the next person? So be cognizant of digital assets, and also your social life is now digital too. Things like Facebook, Instagram, and so on and so forth. How do we handle those digital assets as you move forward? And are there any state-specific issues that we should be considered about, such as estate tax? So very big things. Again, we've got some tools here that we can help you work with your estate planning. We'd much appreciate the opportunity to talk with you about those issues. Make sure you at least have your basic wills and documents updated, and we appreciate that when we store all those in our vault and lay out those designations in our vault, so we do have an opportunity that we need to get to that information, we can access that via the cloud, even if something should happen on the weekend. So again, I wanted to thank you all for taking the time to join me on this very important topic that we have today. What issues should I consider before I update my estate plan? Make sure those are constantly updated. Again, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We much appreciate you, and we'll keep these checklists and flow charts coming, and you all have a great day.